The organization has since been providing an unapproved medical treatment named happiness surgery to its members, which neutralizes their physiological capacity to feel pain. The procedure drew many more followers as a result. And the Daybreak Squadron, members of the Smile Society, imitated the Herald of Death's modus operandi for their crimes and challenged the Astral Express during the exhibition. From the aforementioned facts, the predicted probability of Full Wish being the mastermind is 92%.
If I may, Madam Pearl. Management in Plain Arcadia should be dictated by the chain of evidence rather than extrapolated probability.
I understand. I will observe the human laws and customs. In any case, we have achieved our goal through Star Rail Fest, luring the supplicant with ill intent out of hiding. You've all fought and worked hard. Please, allow me to apologize again.
皆様、長らくのご協力ありがとうございました。そして危険な事態を招いたことについて、改めてお詫び申し上げます。
Since Full Wish is exposed now, and we've defeated her supplicant, shouldn't we hurry and arrest her as soon as possible?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. We've defeated Full Wish's supplicant, yes. However, all 3 Daybreak warriors were supplicants.
That can't be. The supplicant should be the only one who wore the mask and participated in the games with the Phantom Moon's blessing.
Those devoured by my shadow can no longer lie nor deceive. All 3 of them had worn the mask before.
If they were all supplicants, that means it's still possible for Full Wish to intervene in the games.
And what's even more terrifying is, when the shadow devoured them, I caught a taste of something familiar. It was the taste of abundance that I'd once devoured as a Galaxy Ranger.
What?
Yes. I didn't think this world would go that far. But I was wrong.
What? What?
ああ、世界がどんなにおかしくなるにしろ、そこには限度ってものがあると踏んでたが、どうやら僕の思い違いだったらしいな。
Living in seclusion dulls one's senses. I should have realized it earlier. Darn it.
There is no point in beating yourself up over it. Therefore, the conclusion must be corrected. The Research Society's happiness surgery is a medical technology related to the abundance, and not simply about relieving pain. Assessing the risk involved in this procedure. Unable to extrapolate.
General Yao Guang told us that she foresaw a great calamity upon Plain Arcadia. According to her divinations, Blade, the Stellaron hunter, could be its catalyst.
So that's why she asked me for the authority to extradite Blade. Regardless, none of us had anticipated this. Plain Arcadia's calamity had already taken root, long before the arrival of the Stellaron hunter. In the name of the IPC, the law, or a challenge to a supplicant? These options imply 3 different strategies. Regardless of the approach, the respective timing and investment must be considered. Thank you for your surprise intel, Mr. Ashvale. You have just saved many more lives. Henceforth, the Department of Aberration Defense will place Full Wish and the members of the Research Society of Happy Smiles on a special watch list. Given Full Wish's control over media outlets, I recommend closer monitoring of her dissemination channels.
Understood. We will also implement pre-disaster measures at the calamity level standard per the Safety Response Protocol against aberrant threats.
Full Wish is not working alone. For normal people to be able to get an abundance transformation, that implies far more sinister supporters behind the scenes. These are enemies not to be easily contended with. Therefore, as the administrator, I beseech you all, please, lend your aid and help Plain Arcadia through this crisis. This has escalated beyond mere rivalry for the Ionic game. Full Wish's conspiracy has crossed the line. This situation's 100 times more dire than the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago.
Please, Madam Pearl. This is my home world, and I won't allow the tragedy to repeat itself. Besides, there may be an even greater conspiracy behind all this. As a Nameless, it is my duty to see it through to the end.
Indeed, there are old scars and fresh wounds to settle. For the way she toys with life, and the taste of that flesh, Full Wish must be held accountable once and for all.
You have my eternal gratitude. I won't forget this bond from our shared trials. Now then. I shall prepare an action plan, as well as share relevant information with General Yao Guang. The seed of abundance planted by Full Wish must be uprooted and eradicated as soon as possible.
Full Wish's partner. Perhaps someone far more dangerous has already set their sights on this round of the Phantasmoon Games.
Oh no. They are definitely up to no good.
「漫画を影から支援する存在」この現月遊戯はかなり前からもっと危険な人物に目をつけられていたのかもしれないわね。
はあ、かなり厄介な相手っぽいね。
結局隊長たちは本当に新ウィッシュマフィアの人たちを殺してたし、マンガン様も何か恐ろしいことを企んでるってことっすよね。はあ、なんかバカバカしくなってきましたよ。15年前から今日まで俺の人生ずっと悪夢の中みたいなものだったってことっすよね。先輩、ありがとうございます。品津さんの言ってた通りっすね。舞台の上でヒーローを演じるのとじゃ全然違うって。結局俺はただの役者だったんすね。
In the end, I'm just an actor.
Oh, leaving now. We're counting on you, hero of the Express. Because it's just another Phantasmoon Games for me. Check the records in the Ministry, and you'll see. Save the mythological times, they always end up in a huge mess, without fail. Maybe that's precisely why AHA designed it this way, so they can watch humanity stumble over arbitrary obstacles we impose on ourselves and others. Otherwise, they'd probably die from the boredom of an orderly universe. Maybe interrogate him for a few days. Get a strong light, render him unable to eat or sleep well, and he will probably spill everything he knows about the Smile Society. And once we've picked his brain, we'll let him go. It's almost time. I should get back to work too. It's almost time.
もういい時間ね。私も仕事に取り掛からないと。
金貨パクパクスタート。金貨パクパクスタート。
悪かったな、七死人。オタクらの展覧会でオタクらの敵だったのに、最後の最後で花を持たせてやれなかった。今回の活躍でこの仮面にはどれだけの眼力がたまるのか見ものだな。そう言うなよ。なんなら人前で僕をベルトって呼んでくれたっていいぞ。見た目は多少似てるしな。そうすればあるいはいくらかの眼力はオタクの口座に入るかもしれないだろう。ああ、一緒に戦ったこともあるし知り合いも何人かいる。だが知っての通り蜜月ってのはそう長く続くものじゃない。前回のコールドスリープの前に連中がまだ僕を探してるなんて噂も聞いたっけな。僕のことは内緒にしといてくれよ。 世間には僕の首を狙う者もこの腕に宿る影を狙う者もいるんでね。年を取った今、僕が欲しいのは平穏な暮らし、それだけのことさ。なんだ、さっさと僕に脱落してほしいって？そう急がなくったっていいだろう。今は僕なんかよりもっと大きな獲物がいる。今までオタクらが相手してきた敵ほど強くないかもしれないが、邪悪さだけなら一枚上手かもな。聖越者同士がたもとを分かつ前に、マンガンって獲物だけは協力して勝っておかないとだろ。その自信に満ちた眼差し、本当に思わずにやけそうになるな。どうもオタクを見てるとティエルなんて若者を思い出す。オタクら七死人ってのは炎が一番激しく燃えてるところに飛び込むのが好きなんだろ。オタクの腕もなかなかだ。この幻月遊戯を生き延びたら巡回レンジャーに加わる気はないか。
ティエルナンは尊敬する列車の先輩だよ。私は彼の足跡をたどりたい。
ああ、これは僕が軽率だったな。レンジャーになるなんて思えばそんなに魅力的な誘いじゃなかった。結局のところそれは喪失と苦痛、そして復讐を意味するんだから。さっきの言葉は取り消すよ、若いの。オタクがレンジャーの道に踏み込まずに済むことを祈ってる。
Terribly sorry, Nameless. It was your exhibition and your enemies. And there I was, stealing your spotlight. Curious. I wonder how much wish power my appearance this time accumulates for the mask. Oh, don't be like that. You can tell them that I'm Welt. We already look similar enough. Who knows? Maybe that'll redirect some wish power toward your account instead? We fought side by side in the past, and, well, I know a few faces. But, as they say, the honeymoon phase never lasts. I heard some of theirs were still looking for me before I went into my last cryosleep. I'm counting on you to keep this a secret. Some people want the head on my shoulders, while others want the shadow in my arm. I'm old, and I just want some peace and quiet. That's all there is to it. What? Itching to get rid of me already? Well, you're not that hasty, are you? An even greater prey just joined the game. Sure, she could be small fry by your standards, but in terms of viciousness, she might surprise you yet. Before the supplicants go their separate ways, Full Wish is definitely a good hunting target for us to align our goals. Such confidence. Can't help but smile at that. And for some reason, you really remind me of a young man named Tiernan. You nameless bunch just love jumping headfirst into fire pits, don't you? Well, given your skills, would you be interested in joining the Galaxy Rangers? If you're still alive by the time the Phantasmoon Games conclude?
Tiernan is also a senior member of the Express that I respect. I will follow in his footsteps.
Forgive me for being presumptuous. Being a ranger, it holds little appeal, really. It is a path of loss, suffering, and vengeance. In that case, I will take back my words. Young Nameless, may you never have to tread the path of a ranger. Before the supplicants go their separate ways,
Is there something else I can help you with? I understand. Your inquiry. How did they manage to operate with so many years unnoticed? I had put them on a temporary watch list before, due to significant decreases in crime rates in certain regions. But now, we finally know how they achieved such a miracle. Personally speaking, I cannot fault the citizens who joined the society, nor do I wish to fixate on the accountability of those who governed at the time. After all, for the corporation, the Smile Society is a tool for maintaining stability, and the members are simply following the human instinct to avoid suffering. You've been to Penacony. You should know. There, the family's members lull guests to sleep with power of the harmony and soothe their pain. From a human ethics point of view, it is well within people's rights to avert pain in moderation. Humans cannot turn off their innate negative feedback like Intellitrons do. I understand and deeply sympathize with that. My assigned theme is analytical art, but at the same time, I am fortunate to be appointed governor of a world. The portrayal and sublimation of pain in human works of art shine among humanity's greatest treasures. Tragedy, elegy, and lost epics. Their soul-stirring power springs from a profound understanding of this negative feedback. This so-called happiness surgery does more than just obliterate people's perception of pain. It strips away human complexity and turns what was dynamic and brilliant into a monotonous blotch. To me, governing this world is like creating a painting. My vision is to maintain the diversity of life forms and preserve their potential for growth and change. The Research Society has disrespected my work. Thus, my duty and theme have become one and the same. I will do all that I can to cleanse the misguided strokes of the Research Society from this land. Thank you again for lending your aid, Nameless. I will begin extrapolation of our next steps now. Please, be my guest.
何か私に聞きたいことがおありですか？ああ、あなたはこう尋ねたいのですね。研究会がこれほどの規模に発展するまで、私たちはその脅威にまるで気づかなかったのかと。いくつかの地域で犯罪率が大幅に低下した際に、研究会を短期的な監視対象にしたことはありました。今となっては、彼らがどんな方法で犯罪率を低下させたのかは明らかですね。私個人としては、研究会に加入した人々を責めるつもりも、当時の管理者の過失を追及するつもりもありません。結局この世界を管理する上で、スマイル研究会が治安維持の道具として有益だったのは事実です。会員たちにしても、苦痛を逃れたいと思うのは人間として当然のことでしょう。ピノコニーに行ったことがあるなら、あなたにもお分かりのはず。かの地では、ファミリーが調和の力で人々を夢に誘い、苦しみを和らげています。自身が感じている苦しみから適度に逃れようとすることは、決して倫理的に否定されるものではないのです。人間はオムニックのように負の感情を遮断する機能を生まれついて持ってはいません。 私はその点についてよく理解していますし、同情もしています。オムニックとして誕生した時、私に与えられたテーマは芸術の解析です。そして幸いなことに、この世界を管理するという役目に恵まれました。人類の芸術作品において、苦痛の描写と昇華は最も輝かしい宝の一つです。悲劇、挽歌、そして失われた女児詩、それらが持つ魂を揺さぶる偉大な力は、人類が積み重ねた負の感情への深い理解によって生み出されています。研究会が行っているハッピーオペは、人から苦痛への感受性を消し去るだけでなく、感情の複雑さを歪曲し、人類という色鮮やかな芸術を単なるモノクロの絵に変えてしまうものなのでしょう。私にとって二層楽園を管理することは、絵を描くことと同じ。その上に生きる生命の豊かさと可能性を維持することなのです。そうして書き上げた私の作品を研究会は冒涜しました。ですから、私に与えられた責務とテーマは現在完全に一致しています。スマイル研究会に汚された私の作品を元の姿に戻さなくては。改めてこの度のご協力に感謝します、七死人さん。それでは私は今後の方針を策定することにしましょう。はい、どうぞご自由に。次の行動を起こすまでの間、しっかりと休息をお取りください。次の行動を起こすまで。
I hope you all get some proper rest before moving out again.
Stream 4.
You know, I'm not here to be an ornament.
Assessment. You have something to ask me, Mr. Ashvale.
Well, lately, I've been on an extremely lucky streak. Be it Full Wish or Magnus, the leads practically gained sentience and came to me one by one.
Luck is also an important part of one's toolkit. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm beginning to think you're the one behind it all. You tasked me to investigate the Society and protect the Astral Express, which all led to me unleashing my shadow on those people. Just so you can confirm your hypothesis. You had everything planned out since the beginning, hadn't you?
If I answer yes, would it wound your ego?
Perhaps.
Yes. I paved the way for your investigation, leading you straight to the suspects. Through you, I confirmed my suspicions about the Research Society. However, the question of abundance transformation remains a thorny issue for me. Fortunately, there's a ranger who specializes in confronting such abominations, having lived in long seclusion within Plain Arcadia.
But you know, that shadow sealed inside my arm, can be very dangerous. Simply removing the nail can cause it to stir and resonate with the fragment and fissure. Had I not kept it under control at that time, the fight would have ended with all of us buried in that bottomless abyss. Is that part of your plans too, Pearl?
Humans fear the worst, but to the Intellitrons, such fears are merely irrational deterrents. Wasn't the Mask of Elation I gave you enough to pin down the Shadow? That gift you found through the guidance of the Express Navigator, Star Seer, I see. That very shadow that devoured the Swarm and Lord Ravager Zulo 10 amber eras ago. That very shadow that devoured Shuhu, the Emanator of Abundance, hundreds of years ago.
You won the bet. You sure know a lot about this.
Please, allow me to correct you. My ethical parameters prohibit engagement in probabilistic gambits. Accordingly, I operate by acquiring sufficient information to ensure zero margin for error. Then again, you are the species that brought art into existence as a form of expression. That seed of creation exists even in the most ignorant of humans' minds. And for that, I love and admire you. Whether you believe it or not, I will honor our initial agreement, Mr. La Mancha. At the moment of victory in the Phantasmoon Games, I will free you from all sufferings and fulfill your wish. To let a Galaxy Ranger die peacefully in his bed.
「言っとくが、僕がここにこうして突っ立ってるのは置物になりたいからじゃない。
何か聞きたいことがおありですか、品津さん。
ここまで僕のやることなすことどうにもラッキーすぎる気がしてな。マンガンといい正宏といい、次々僕の前に飛び出してくる。足の生えた手がかりが向こうから勝手にやってくるんだ。
幸運も実力の重要な一部では。
そこで考えたんだ。ここまでの流れは全てオタクがそうなるよう仕向けたものなんじゃないか。僕にスマイル研究会を調べさせ、請求列車を守らせて、最後は影を使って連中を飲み込むところまで。そう仕向けた理由は、研究会に対するオタクの疑念を確実なものにするためかな。全部オタクが仕組んだことなんだろ。
ここで私がはいと答えると、あなたのプライドを傷つけることになるのでしょうか。
かもしれないな。
そうですね。おっしゃる通り、私はあなたの調査の道筋を整え、迷うことなく容疑者にたどり着けるよう導きました。あなたのおかげで、私がスマイル研究会に抱いていた疑念は正しかったと確認できました。ですが現れた事実が、豊穣に変えられた人々とは、依然としてこの問題は難題のままのようです。幸い二層楽園には現在、この手の凶悪な怪物の対処について経験豊富な隠居中の元レンジャーの首領がいます。
オタクも知ってるだろう。僕の腕に封じられた影。こいつは本当に危険な代物だ。ちょっと釘を抜いた途端、弾丸と亀裂が共鳴して騒ぎ出した。仮に僕があの場でそれを抑え込めなかったら、僕たちは全員あの空間に生き埋めだった。パールさん、あるいはそうなることこそオタクの望みだったのか？
人間はいつもより悪い仮説に対して恐怖を抱きます。しかしオムニックにとってそれは合理的とは言えません。私があなたに渡した愉悦の仮面はあの影を封じるのに十分な力をあなたに与えたはずでしょう。列車のナビゲーター、スターゲイザー、試験の導きによってあなたが手にした贈り物。15泊期前にはスウォームと絶滅大君チューラをも飲み込んだあの影。数百年前、北条の司令出骨を飲み込んだその影を封じるだけの力
を。どうやら賭けはオタクの勝ちらしい。まったく、よくもまあそこまで調べ上げたものだな。
何か誤解があるようですが、私の倫理原則は人の命をかけたゲームをすることを認めてはいません。よってこれは賭けではなく確証に基づいた判断です。私は常に最良の判断を下すために情報収集を徹底してきました。何しろあなたたちは芸術という形式を生み出した種族なのですから。最も無知な人間の意識の中にさえ創造の種子は宿っています。ならばこそ私はあなた方を愛おしく羨ましく思うのです。あなたが信じようと信じまいと、ラマンチャさん、私はあなたとの最初の約束を守ります。幻月遊戯で勝利を収めた時、あなたが受けてきたすべての苦しみは除かれ、あなたの悲願は叶うことでしょう。一人の巡回レンジャーの最後が平穏な日々の中でまどろみのごとく安らかであるように。
なら引き続きオタクの依頼を受けて戦うとするさ、パールさん。ああ、そうだ。オタクはずっとグラフィエの再現にこだわってたな。あいにく僕には芸術ってのがよくわからない。思うに今日あの亀裂を埋めるためにオタクが振るった筆にはそりゃあ芸術性なんてものはなかったかもしれない。だがそれでもこの世界の人々にとってさっきオタクが描いたものはグラフィエの作品に劣らないだろう。なぜってあの時ただの一人も死ななかった。それはオタクが彼らを守りきったからだ。人道時代を生きたあの絵師の層を想像してみろ。絵の世界を描き出す時、果たして彼女は自分の振る一筆一筆の芸術性なんてことを気にしたと思うか？まったく何を言ってるんだか。素人のざれ言だ。気にしないでくれ。じゃあな。
In that case, I will continue to fight for you, my lady. Oh, right. You mentioned several times wanting to replicate the works of Graphia. I don't know much about art. But I was considering that, despite the lack of artistic quality in your strokes when sealing those fissures today, to the people of this world, your creation is just as important as the works of Graphia. Not a single innocent soul was lost on this day because of your protection. Looking back to the ancestral painter of the Cinderth Age, do you truly think she cared about the artistic value of each stroke when she created world and canvas? Tisk. But what do I know? These are just crude observations from an amateur, so pay them no mind. I'll be on my way.
We meet again, Ashen Detective. It's hard to believe that I came back for you, especially after learning that you wanted to sell me out to Pearl.
We gotta thank nature's gift. The 6.1 billion credits reward has appeared again.
Fortunately, I bypassed you and struck a deal with that Intellitron instead. Regrettably, my current bounty stands at 0. Do you always turn your customers over to the police? How impressively short-sighted. No wonder your clientele is so small.
Speaking of short-sightedness, no one rivals the Stellaron Hunters, aka Destiny's slaves, isn't it? You are all fated to march toward the finality, and nothing can stop you.
On the contrary, there are many paths for us, as long as that person can see.
In other words, he can't see the trajectory of your destiny in this world during this mission?
Take a guess.
I've heard about what befell Euphorius. A war among the Eons is now inevitable. Whether it's the IPC or the Express, they are fighting for an uncertain future. And in the world where the elation is the center of attention, there will eventually be more than one Eon interfering. Even a Destiny slave would not be able to see the path ahead.
Keep guessing. We're getting pretty close.
Enough of your games. I'd say it's not too late to rename the planet Adlevin.
It's still too early to despair, old man. I came prepared, but I could use a helping hand.
30 million credits. Pay or die.
Come on, give your friend a discount, will ya? Say 0 credits?
I ain't your friend.
I meant him.
It's been a while, Yingxing.
It's been too long, Mr. La Mancha.
I knew it. There must be an explanation for the unusual fate of this world. Though I lost sight of the sparrow, I discovered a mysterious tree. I finally found the heart of the Phantasmoon games, thanks to this little birdie. Mr. Sunday, do you sense me? There's no reaction from the bird. What's wrong with it? Hello? Is anyone there? Can I get somebody here?
No one's here. No one.
That's a lie. I saw a pretty girl hiding right here through the bird's eyes. Who are you?
That's none of your business. None of your business.
If that's how it's going to be, then I'm done playing nice here. If my eyes weren't playing tricks on me, the ancient tree here must be the Ambrosial Arbor of Abundance, yes? Little girl, are you going to keep playing hide and seek, or will you come out and have a proper conversation with me?
The Department of Aberration Defense often comes here to record game progress. And now my movements have been exposed to complete outsiders. I suppose it's time to leave. You sound unpleasant to talk to, but since you have eyes keen enough to tell what I am at a glance, I'll have a short chat with you. I will answer 3 questions, so ask away. Once you have your answers, I'm going to show you the door.
I wanted to question why the Joy Seeker would permit the Ambrosial Arbor of Abundance to take root in a world they had blessed. But given their carefree nature, there was probably never any restriction to begin with. On my second question, are you a Feykind native to Ahatopia, or are you one of the long-life species shaped by the Ambrosial Arbor?
Aren't you good at divination? Can you help me take a look whether the slip on my head says wheel or woe?
There's nothing on your head except your ears.
And that itself is the answer. I am the arbitrator who determines the outcome of the Phantasmoon Games. I am the raging waves of joy and the living pulse of this world. Diviner of the Xianzhou, the wheel and woe you behold are but a single petal fallen from my hand. It blooms with the morning and withers by evening, reducing to dust in a fleeting moment. My true form is the Panarch Elwood, the embodiment of instant and eternity.
Interesting. Took you quite some time to come up with those words, huh?
The one who created me did say most people wouldn't believe me. Turns out they were right.
I believe you. I feel the same way. For many do not trust the words of a diviner. Besides, no weal or woe has befallen you,
which means your fate cannot be determined like that of ordinary mortals. You're not the first one I've met with this condition since my arrival here.
You're left with one question.
Since you admit to being an abomination of abundance, shouldn't you explain the fate of this world's residents? Unless they are your doing? If your answer fails to convince me, it may be too late by the time I summon the Lux Arrow from the sky of the rainbow.
Chill out. You shouldn't make jokes like this. I'm not as skilled at divination as you are. When you suddenly speak of the Great Wheel or Woe and interrogate me, I get confused too. After all, isn't every rule and every variable of the Phantasmoon games dictated by the impulse of some god? As for the brewing storm, let's settle down and discuss whether the turmoil once again is the result of the laughter's mischief.
「やっぱり言った通りだった」「この世界の常軌を逸した共鳴には必ず理由があるはずだって」「鳥の影を追いその姿を見失いけれどその果てで霊木の春を垣間見る」この小鳥ちゃんのおかげで幻月遊戯の根源を見つけられたみたいね。サンデーさん、私のことがわかる？この小鳥、一体どうしちゃったの？全然反応がないけど。
ねえ、誰かいないの？いるなら出てきてちょうだい。
誰もおらぬ。おらぬ。
嘘つき。鳥の目を通して綺麗な娘が隠れているのが見えているんだから。君は誰なの？
汝には関係ない。関係ない。
そういう態度を取るならこっちもズバッと言わせてもらうから。私の見立てが間違っていなければここに根を張っているこの木は豊穣の剣木よね。お嬢ちゃん、このまま隠れて神様のふりを続ける？それともちゃんと顔を出してお話しする？
まったく、超常現象管理局の人たちが幻月遊戯の進捗を記録するだのなんだのと頻繁に来るだけでもうんざりじゃというのに、今度は関係のないよそ者に見つかるとは真面目に引っ越しを考えるべきか。さて、いくらかトゲのある言葉遣いじゃが、わらわの素性を瞬時に見抜くその目、なかなかのものじゃ。少しばかりおしゃべりに付き合ってもよいぞ。汝の問いに3つ答えてやろう。さあ、なんなりと聞くがよい。それが終わったら帰ってもらうぞ。
そうね。ここは上楽天君が祝福した世界なのに、祖はどうして豊穣の剣木が根を張っているのを黙認しているの？まあ、祖の自由な性格を考えたら、そもそも許すも許さないもないかもしれないけど。二つ目の質問は、君はこのアハトピアで生まれ育った霊類？それとも、剣木によって姿を与えられた長命種？
汝は占いや気を見るのが得意なんじゃろ？ならばわらわのことも占ってみよう。この頭上にかかっておる札は吉と凶、どちらじゃ？
その耳以外何もないみたい。
それが答えじゃ。わらわは幻月遊戯を司る仲裁者。わらわはこの世に渦巻く喜びの力にしてこの世の命の鼓動そのもの。 泉州の牧者よ。汝が見る吉凶など、わらわの手のひらからこぼれ落ちる花びらに過ぎぬ。朝に生まれ、暮れに散り、瞬く間に露と消える。じゃが真のわらわは、その一瞬と永遠を内包する。人生の神木。
面白いじゃない。そのセリフ、考えるのに相当時間がかかったでしょ。
わらわを作った者がこんなことを言ってもどうせ誰も信じないと言っておった。まったく、本当にその通りになるとは。
いや、信じる。私たちは似た者同士だもの。牧者の言葉だって信じる人の方が少ないからね。それに君の頭上には札がかかっていなかった。つまり君の運命は常人の吉凶を超越しているってことよ。ここに来てからそういう例をもう一つ見ているの。
さて、まだ最後の問いが残っておる。
君が豊穣の意味物だというのなら、この世界の人々に降りかかる共鳴についてきちんと説明すべきじゃない？それともまさか君の仕業だったりするのかな。もし納得のいく答えを教えてくれなかったら、低級の荒野を呼ぶ札を使ってしまうかも。そうなってからじゃ手遅れだからね。
落ち着いてくれ。そういう冗談は心臓に悪い。わらわには汝のような占いの才がないゆえ、急に吉凶がうんぬんと言われても説明ができぬのじゃ。何しろ、現月遊戯のあらゆるルールや変数は、ある神の気まぐれがもたらした結果じゃからの。それより、間もなく訪れる嵐について、腰を据えて話し合おうではないか。ひょっとするとこれもまた、性根の腐った優越の神が、世に混乱をまき散らそうと躍起になっているせいやもしれぬ。
なんだかすっごく現実味のない一日だった気がするよ。事件は次々起こるし、立ち向かわなきゃいけない危機はどんどん大きくなってくし。
スマイル研究会がまさか豊穣の力に手を出すまでになっていたなんて、一体どれだけの人がハッピーオペを受けたのかしら。マンガンは棺間の惨劇をその目で見たはずなのに、それが15年経った今になって新たな棺間を生み出すことになるなんてね。なるべく早くこのことを炭鉱とサンデー、それに高校将軍にも伝えないと。自分が何を敵に回そうとしてるのか、彼女がそれを理解してないとは思えない。こうなると私たちはなおさらアッハに謁見する機会を勝ち取らなくちゃいけなくなったわね。少なくともマンガンが遊戯に勝利するのだけは阻止しないと。
そうだよね。ハッピースマイル研究会の企みが成功したら、そんな光景考えただけでも恐ろしいよ。
今日は散々だったわ。みんなも疲れたでしょ。この束の間の平穏を大事にしてしっかり休まないとね。私は先に列車に戻ってベルトと合流するわ。あんたたちはどうするつもり？
疲れた時はのんびりダラダラするのが一番だよ。うちはしばらくこのまま外の空気を吸ってよっかな。いいね。私ももう少し街を散策したかったんだ。さすがに疲れちゃった。遊びたかったら行ってきていいよ。ここで待ってるから。
Hey, I'm too tired to join in the fun. Go ahead if you want to play. I'll wait here for you.
What was that? Did you hear that? I know. Wait a minute. This can't be.
What happened?
Even the resellers are reselling and mine's still nowhere to be found.
Stream 4.
Hey there, all the smarties and dummies, children and adults, fools and entertainers. Can you all hear me?
Now that everyone
Has made
their appearance,
no need
to keep further secrets
what you can
as a spark
must grow
into wildfire
as an extra one of these
fantasy games
servicing all
of our authority more than a thin minute
to become
the true permanent
one of elation. As such, it's time to revel in unabated joy.
gleam of old blades.